Picture a crazy virus, born from the dark cover of night, spread by spooky critters. A threat that knows no borders, capable of sparking deadly outbreaks pretty much anywhere on the planet, even scarier than viruses like COVID-19 or Ebola. Okay, while it sounds like something out of a Contagion or Epidemic-style movie, this virus is actually for real. Welcome to our info video about the Nipah virus, a rising threat to global public health. So strap in as we're going to delve into the history of this virus, its features, ways it spreads, and why it's so feared, especially in Asia. Anyways, let's get this video started. Where the Nipah virus comes from. Nipah is a zoonotic virus coming from fruit bats of the Pteropus family. These bats, often known as flying foxes, are natural carriers of the virus. These creatures usually host other diseases like rabies and even COVID-19. But hey, before we go labeling or stereotyping, it's crucial to stress that the link between these bats and disease outbreaks isn't simple or anything to hold against them. The fact that these cute critters are part of the disease process doesn't mean that the affected societies are on a bat meat diet. Let's delve into how complex this virus is and its impact on global health. The first Nipah virus outbreaks were recorded in 1998 in Malaysia and Singapore. These outbreaks were first tied to pig farms, but soon spread to humans, causing severe symptoms and a high death rate, which can get up to around 90%. Since then, Nipah spread to various parts of the world, including India, Bangladesh, and the Philippines, sparking growing concern among health pros and researchers. How Nipah spread and its symptoms. Nipah's spread ain't straightforward. In some places like Malaysia, outbreaks happen through direct contact with infected pigs. But in other places, like Bangladesh and India, fruit bats were found to be the main source. That is, bats bite the fruits, and if a person eats that fruit, they can get infected. Nipah's symptoms can range from fever, headache, and respiratory symptoms to serious encephalitis, which is brain inflammation that can cause seizures and comas. Death rates can be super scary, reaching up to 90% in some cases. As we learn more about Nipah, scientists and health professionals worldwide are working their butts off to understand and manage this public health threat. So prevention is key. Avoiding contact with infected animals, practicing good hygiene, and being aware of outbreaks in your area are crucial steps to curb the spread of Nipah. India's first outbreak in 2018. India had a Nipah outbreak. In 2018, India got hit really hard by a Nipah outbreak that really shocked everyone. It kicked off in this place called Kozhikode district in Kerala state, the same state where the current outbreak is happening in 2023. The outbreak started with 3 family members mysteriously dying. The doctors were really confused and then realized, oh, Nipah's back. Health peeps said the situation was seriously hardcore. Nipah's super infectious, so the main goal was to stop it from spreading. Kerala went all guns blazing to stop the outbreak, sorting the cases, doing contact tracing, and stepping up their hygiene game. Quick response teams were working non-stop. The government, the people, and the World Health Organization all working together was super important. After a few hard months, they finally got the outbreak under control. It left a massive mark, though, reminding us we need to keep an eye out. Alert, the new outbreak in 2023. In September 2023, Kerala, known for beautiful nature and rich culture, is hit again by the Nipah virus. It's the fourth Nipah outbreak in the state since 2018 and everyone's on high. Low-key freaking out. Fear can totally freeze you. But Kerala's top guy Pinarayi Vijayan reminds people it's best to stay cool than to panic. He also understands it's really serious and asks locals to follow the health department's super strict guidelines. Emergency measures are being activated to stop the virus from spreading, like shutting down school buildings and running loads of tests. The Nipah virus can move from animals to humans. It's called zoonotic, and it can spread through bad food or person to person. How quickly people get symptoms like headaches, drowsiness, or even comas is pretty alarming. With no specific vaccine for Nipah, treatment options are limited to supportive care. A lot of people in Kerala have been identified as close contacts, and many of them are actually considered high risk. It's pretty heavy on the healthcare system. Kerala officials are doing their best to contain the virus. Some schools have been closed where it's severe, and certain areas are being called containment zones to limit the spread of Nipah. Vaccine research and development hope for battling Nipah could be in the form of a vaccine. Scientists from around the globe are on it. An effective vaccine could shut down future Nipah outbreaks. Vaccines work by revving up the immune system to produce protective antibodies. One scientist involved with the research said, "We're testing different strategies like subunit vaccines to whip up an effective solution against Nipah." Though there's no widely available vaccine yet, progress with research is sparking hope for the future. Vaccines are all about getting your immune system to make protective antibodies. One of the brainiacs working on this said, "We're trying out all sorts of things like subunit vaccines, hoping to crack the code to stop Nipah. Even though there isn't a readily available vaccine right now, every little breakthrough in research gets us closer to a time when Nipah won't be such a scary thing anymore." We really need scientists, governments, and health orgs worldwide to tag team in order to speed up the process of creating vaccines and treatments against Nipah. The lowdown on prevention and awareness is that stopping Nipah in its tracks is key. Spreading the word about the do's and don'ts plays a super important part in keeping us all safe and teaching us what's what. Letting everyone know about the risks and what they can do about it is a must. We need to keep things clean, stay away from sick animals, and tell people if we think there's a case. Things as simple as washing our hands often and not eating fruit that bats have gotten to first can make a huge difference. Communities need to stay strong and vigilant too. Together we can make places safer and harder for Nipah to get a foothold. Ongoing challenges and hope. Despite the progress in our knowledge and in getting the word out, we still have a ways to go to win this battle against Nipah. It's critical for the countries that were hit first to keep pushing forward and try to contain it. We know that countries like India have a rough time with basic cleanliness, but after 4 rounds of Nipah and 1 pandemic down there, that's got to have been a wake-up call. The fact is, Nipah serves as a reminder that new infectious diseases can pop up at any time. This means we need to be ready and keep pushing the envelope on research. On the other hand, it's also a reminder of just how tough we are as a species. People recover, communities come together, and that spark of hope for a healthier future stays alive. All in all, Nipah is a big deal, but it's not like we can't beat it. With research, education, and worldwide cooperation, we can take this on. head first. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're always chatting about the latest health scoop, delivering the real facts to you. Hit up the comments if you think we'll face another pandemic, and share this with that one friend who needs a reminder about personal cleanliness. Remember, it starts with each one of us. Together we can make the world a safer and healthier place. Stay informed, take care of yourself, and be ready for the future challenges. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.